Good morning, it's me, Ma. No, we are not training Pulsar. This is Tawny. And Tawny's up first this morning. Good morning, everyone. It's me, Ma. We're going to be training Tawny. She is a 12-year-old little Book Cliff Mustang. And we are working on saddle gentling her. Today I want to work on her walk, trot, lunging in a circle around me. They weren't very good this week, so I want to do that, work a little bit on that. I probably won't saddle her up. Sorry I missed yesterday's training with her, but guys, I know it doesn't look like it. We got rain. So you can see right over here, we got a little puddle mark right there left. We were drier than a popcorn fart, so that 1.5 inches of rain sucked up in the ground pretty fast. Now we got 1.5 inches of rain here at the rescue. I live approximately, I guess I'd have to say 6 or 7 miles to the south of the rescue. We got 3.5 inches of rain in 2 hours. My neighbors' houses are flooded. I mean, if we had a bad roof, and we do, because ours house flooded a little bit too, very little bit. But if there was a house with a leaky roof in our neighborhood, yeah, we knew it. We've got roofs going on. We've got, oh yeah, we had a big storm come through in June, and we had golf ball size hail hit our house. So every one of our neighbors' houses, and ours is scheduled to also, is getting a new roof. And then this 3.5 inches of rain hit. So yeah, people are flooded everywhere in my neighborhood. Not that we didn't need the rain, but you know, when you get 3.5 inches of rain and your average is 9.5 inches of rain for the year, in one shot, it doesn't help much. It just means that there's long periods of time when you're dry. Tawny is here by popular demand. She has we get sponsored from this live feed. We do live feeds. Oh, she's going to come up and say hi this morning with the umbrella of everything. For those of you who've been playing along with her, you know that when she first got here, the only place that was safe was the far corner of this round pen. There was oh, there's Rhonda. Hello, Rhonda. So Rhonda is here, and Rhonda is if I knew how to do a moderator, I would make her a moderator on this. But she is the person who talks while I'm out there training a horse for me. And I sometimes will procrastinate here quite a bit, waiting to see her on. Ah, she says hi, Tawny. So, there we go. Tawny's doing really good, and Tawny is being trained on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings here on this TikTok channel at 8 o'clock in the morning. We missed yesterday because of the rain that we got the night before, but boy, guys, we really needed it. So, I brought her out today. Funny story is I'm here some days and she doesn't get out. But on the mornings that I'm here and I come over and I put up the umbrella and I put up the tripod, she gets so excited. And this morning when I came to put up the umbrella, she squealed and ran around her paddock and then stood at the gate talking to me until I got here. So that's really, she's like, yes, I like to be trained. All right, for those of you who weren't at the beginning like Rhonda has been, the first time we went to get this horse and peel her out of her paddock, she was in a much smaller paddock at that time because I couldn't catch her. She turned her butt to me. It took me 15 minutes in a very small paddock. So the fact that she's in her big paddock where she can run and stretch and I can call her and she comes out is really good. Let's see, any news flashes and updates that I need to give. The adoption, there'll be a Little Book Cliff Mustang adoption on October 3rd and 4th, has been postponed, not canceled, postponed. So we are waiting on that. Oh, guys, George. You all know George. He's our Mustanger that we watched when we did the adoption out at the fairgrounds. He is getting a couple of mares out of Canyon City so that they can get trained. We are hoping that one of them ends up down here. It's okay, she can explore a little bit. She hasn't rolled yet. Has anybody seen her roll? Tawny, you haven't rolled. Did you want to go roll? We're waiting on you to roll. I get the impression she wants to be brushed. And Rhonda says no, she hasn't seen her roll either. So, and I don't see a mark in the round pin. When she rolls, you guys know it, man. She goes upside down. She scratches her back. Okay, funny story on the way out besides that. So I hooked her up with the halter. And when I was hooking her up with the halter, I saw about 6 little flies on her back. And I pulled her out of the gate, and I look over, and that 6 little group of flies had now turned into 8, and they were a little cluster there. So I reached over with my hand and took them off, and she went, oh, and then we went off to the round pen. So they do communicate, they do let you know, and she's got bugs. All right, guys, I'm going to lose you here for a minute. We are coming back. We're going to groom Tawny right there in 2 minutes. Ready to be brushed? So as I said, Tawny was not scheduled for this morning, but we brought her out anyway by popular demand. But I do have a training video live scheduled this afternoon at 1 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. It's before the important football game of the afternoon. University of Utah plays at 4 o'clock. I will be in front of my television at 4 o'clock this afternoon. Yes, I follow University of Utah football. Go Utes! I'm training Pulsar. He is an orphan, so that's really hard to train because he lacks boundaries. He is a permanently lame. So you guys know if she does something wrong and I make her go around me and she doesn't want to go around me, I have no way of making him go around me without causing excruciating pain, which is then abuse. So I ask him to go around me, and some days he does, some days he doesn't, depends on how he feels. But I'm trying to get through the agility course, and I have a direction that I'm going with this conversation. Anyway, so we got through part of it on Thursday. He did really good, so we're going to do it again today. This is Saturday. We're going to work on the agility course again. Guys, Harper. Do you all know Harper? Everybody knows Harper. She's my little girl that works with Copper, and she's not my personal little girl. I am the volunteer director of the Grand Valley Horse Rescue. We have a Wrangler and Horsemanship program, and there she goes. She wanted to roll before we got this done. And we have this Wrangler and Horsemanship program. So they come here and they learn how to handle horses. And most everybody knows Harper because she was behind the camera all summer long. She never missed. And she's been working with Copper, and Copper is not only an abused pony, he is an extremely abused pony. He ranks number 3 on my all-time list of abused horses I've ever worked with. Number 3. Now, number 1 and 2 are not here, but they're in my respite down the road. Their names are Sundance and Angel, and we will start including them into our program probably on Thursdays. In a couple of weeks, the little girl that is working with them is doing volleyball right now, so I'm going to let her finish volleyball. Anyway, Copper and Harper are what I'm going to talk about right now. They do the agility course, guys. Alright? And Copper and I started the agility course a year ago, working towards this. Okay, so Copper's been doing the agility course for a year. Copper has to go out and do physical therapy, so he has to go up and over a log, and so we make it a game, so we go around different places. And in September, I said, okay, we're going to start with this tarp. So I would walk over the tarp and he'd jump around it. And by the end of September, he'd walk on a corner of the tarp. So we included, because our agility course is up for the other horses. So he and I would just kind of wander through it every day for his physical therapy. And in January, we thought we could get through it. Now, did I expect to win? No. I expected to complete the course. We did. We completed the course. And we have lost. We lost to bottom, guys. Everybody's up here winning and we're down here. But he got through the course. And each month we went through the course and I taught him something new. And each month we went through the course and I taught him something new. And we kept doing this and doing this up until my mom died in May. And I didn't have the to compete. So Harper took over competing with Copper. And in the month of July, they got second place. They missed 1 point. And Harper, in her mind, thought, this is easy. And then August's course came up. It was not easy. That course was not an easy course. It had to be one of the most difficult courses that they laid out. And that is because in that course, to do that course correctly, you had to be walking your horse on the left, spin to the right, and have them go around you without touching. And then come back to the left and have them go around you. Well, we all know that copper at the beginning of August would not let us lead him on the right. He wouldn't even go in the round pen. He'd only go left because he was so poorly abused on the right. By the end of August, you can do Copper's feet, starting on the right or the left. It doesn't matter. Copper now lunges to the right comfortably and enjoyably without any worry. And Copper leads to the right outside of the round pen without running away. For a month worth of training with that abused pony, oh my gosh, it was amazing. And she got her score, and yes, she lost down at the bottom with me where I was always before. And I just don't want her to lose heart because it's not a level playing field for her. She doesn't have a horse that will just go anywhere that's never been abused. She actually has to train an abused horse to get through the course. So I'm hoping that I can encourage that and let her know that what she did with Copper in the month of August is extraordinary. Extraordinary. And this course this month is going to be a lot easier. There's only one obstacle here that is going to be difficult. Actually two, but we can get through the second one, I'm sure. She's going to have to get through a curtain again. We're not sure why, but curtains absolutely terrified Copper on the agility course. I'm thinking, Pulsar is the big horse coming out with me, who's the orphan at 1 o'clock. Once he gets understanding what's going on, that horse is pretty fearless, okay? Pretty fearless. Oh gosh, she moved. Oh, she was just getting a better camera angle. Oh, let's see, what else don't you know? I have more information. On Thursday, Dr. Elizabeth was here. If you do not know, Dr. Elizabeth she is really a veterinarian, and she does chiropractic, acupuncture, and laser. She's extraordinary. She also works on camels. Yes, so cool. Great, cool lady. Anyway, she worked on Al Capone. In June, we had a series of field trips. And during those field trips, somebody thought it was a good idea to pick up Al Capone's knee with every child. And Al Capone, as you know, is very physically limited. And so he fell and hurt his legs, so he's been on stall rest. But she worked on him on Thursday, and he gets to come out 3 times a week now. She was happy with it. It's nice to have someone help. She's the one that laid out Copper's physical therapy for us. Okay, I got a butt.
The Tauntaun.
Can you drive that because they can't see? Okay. Here we go. I have a butt. Par's gonna move the camera as he just showed up. That means he just finished feeding. Casey, I have a butt. All I did was click. Girl. Good girl. Yeah, let's get this stuff on you so you don't have any more bugs. No, oh, no more bugs. So make sure I get this stuff. Right there, especially how they congregated right there. Yes.
Forelocks are a funny thing on horses. Some have big fluffy ones like her, and others have none.
That is true. And I got a butt again.
She said there's food in my stall, and
no, you gotta come closer now. You didn't face me, you do not, do you? Still gonna work on quite straight. So all summer I fought with those white back legs to get them clean because of the pee and the dirt and everything. We moved her from a stall to a paddock. Those white legs are so clean. I love it. Much easier to care for when they look like that.
look at that stance. It's askew.
It is.
Oh, we had to get that leg. Okay. It all makes sense now. Tauntaun. Tawny. Pretty girl. Tauntaun. She looks pretty satisfied.
Yeah, the bugs just got really clingy as soon as the sun came out. So we're making sure we got them all. Because they even were clinging to me. It's like, ooh. You know when the bugs get clingy?
Yes.
I hate that.
Usually means it's gonna rain shortly, but
Yeah, I know it's going to rain today. But we need the rain so bad I don't care.
Well, Willard finally went over and took a bite.
Okay, so one of the criteria on this horse's adoption thing is she needs someone who will take the time to love her face every day. It's her most favorite thing. I do not know why, but it is. Which is interesting for a horse that didn't like halters. Okay, I gotta get my jacket off, get a drink, and then we'll be up here in a minute.
My guess is Tawny standing at the gate is because she can see, as you can see on the video beyond her, there's Denali and his head's down eating, and Queen, her head's down eating. So she knows. Yes, she knows.
You can see by that comfortable look that she's bug free. She's like, okay, I'm bug free. I'm just gonna hang here a minute.
Here comes Cap. Captain Jack has to come investigate. What? Yes. You made it. Jackie boy. He's the one messing with the tripod, so watch out, Jack.
Jack helping with the tripod?
Well, he's bumping it. He thinks it's my leg. You know how cats are.
Yeah. So Tawny is a girl. She loves diamonds and roses. If you want to help us out, we'd greatly appreciate it. This morning, as I laid there oversleeping, which I've been doing the last 2 weeks, which is very unusual for me. I'm a 5:30 in the girl kind of morning. Anyway, I heard this cat crying. And we only have 2 cats here and 2 cats at home, and I can pretty much identify my cats by sound. It's not a cat I recognize. A little bit later, Carr says to me, he says, I hear a cat. And it doesn't sound like ours. So we looked for a cat that we couldn't find in our house.
Yeah. We have a dog door, so things can come and go, but we have a dog that keeps that in check. We hope. And 2 cats.
The only thing I could think of is I wonder if it somehow ended up in our crawl space. Come here, Tauntaun. I forgot to come get you.
No, that can't happen.
Okay, so that eliminates that thought.
I don't see how that could happen.
Okay, so I've been going to the right first with her consistently. Today we're going to go to the left first. We go left and right alternate, and it has to do with their eyesight. They have binocular and binocular vision, so therefore I make sure what I do on the left, I train on the right, so both halves of their brains know what we're talking about. Huh. I want her to start first, not me.
That Tauntaun.
My body position for when I stop on the horse, heels down, hand up, forward, and hip back. Okay, what I do is I use an ask, tell, make method. I ask her to move forward with my clicking sounds. I tell her to move forward with my whip going up and down. I don't have to make her. But if I did need to make her, I would tap her on the butt, not whip her, tap her. Woo.
Extension of the arm.
Leg. Extension of the leg. So I could use the book that I have that I train out of. We call this a stick. And he actually suggests using a willow stick or a narrow stick because it was written in 1957. So. There was the make. Did you see me touch her? Woo! That was really good. I have to take the pressure off for a minute.
Such a pretty horse when her ears are up.
So if you could see me, I was using my stick, my dressage whip, and it's an extension of my leg. So this is my leg when I'm on the horse, when I'm lunging. So when she got too close, I brought it out. Never had to touch her much. And if I did, it was just with a little edge. No whip involved, like whip. Just as I touched her towards right here where my leg would be to scoot her out. And I never had to go towards the butt. But that's just what I did, straight there where the leg would be on her.
She's learning commands. Lunging doesn't come naturally with Mustangs.
Hey, that pressure up was her reward. Seriously, that's all she needed right there. Okay, redo that side. Now, you did really good. Your left was really good today. It was really good. And I actually stood in the middle of my round pin and you walked 2 circles around me exactly where I wanted you to. So I was really happy with that. Very happy. Much better walk today on the left than I saw earlier in the week. So let's knock out the right and get done with this. Ready? Come on, you can do this.
Tauntaun.
pressure off. That was her reward. Go again. I am talking with my whip. He's going up and down. Oh, we just relaxed on this side. She took out a big breath and went, oh yeah, I got this. Boom. So everybody talks about needing a chew. At this point, walking around with me leading her on the right, she doesn't get stressed enough that her saliva stops. So she's not going to chew. You know, it's when we do something with the flags that, or something that she's still stressing out as that you'll see the chew. Oh, I got a chew right there anyway. She made me a liar. Woo! I'm about to crack up. She was going around me and I put my whip out to tell her to scoot out just a little bit. And her tail came around and squished my whip and said, I know where I'm supposed to be going. I thought that was funny. Okay, and again. Woo. I don't like, well, I like the fact that she faces me, but when we get more finished lunging, I will teach her to just stop and stay at an angle with me. You know, parallel to me. A little jabberbox just showed up.
I can save all my words. There'll be a Meemaw here shortly.
Yeah. Hang on, guys. Here it comes. These are one of the kids I told you about earlier.
So, see that beautiful brand on her neck? I like to examine those brands because they're in different. Hers is way far forward towards her ears. Usually it's back about 4 more inches.
Yeah, and Willow's, her companions, is right here with a big U right here.
Yes. So in each horse it's individual, so that's another brand mark even. Yep. I mean, way to identify. Know your horse is what I'm saying.
Know your horse.
She's beautiful, isn't she? Yes, she looks at the camera and says, I am, aren't I? She's
so
beautiful.
At some point between now and January, I will take her and start working on agility. But right now, I need to focus more on saddle gentling her. So we will be just more lunging, spending more time on the lunging. She does really well with the saddle. We are going to go back to the vaulting saddle next week because she bucked on that this week. So we want to make sure we got that done. Very pretty girl.
Yeah, each horse is individual. You can't do a whole, you have to train one part before you do the next, especially with her. She's old She's that old that it takes time.
Yep.
A young horse, you want to expose to as much as possible.
She's
Older
a little
horses,
older. She's
a piece
12,
at a
so-
time.
Yeah, her and Willow are on the slow burn for the agility course. All right, guys, thank you very much for joining me. I will see you guys with Tawny Tuesday, 8 a.m. Flip back around on this channel at 1 o'clock this afternoon, please. On Mountain Standard Time, we have Pulsar coming out.
Pulsar.
Pulsar.
He's a sorrel chestnut like this one, but he's big.